which thankfully I feel like, I'm not, we are in a healthy relationship. I feel like, do we have things that we constantly are working on? Absolutely. But I think that's normal. But I think that overall, it, like, as a married person, it's natural to, at certain milestones in your marriage, kind of look back and like just assess.
It's funny you said milestones because I was thinking the same word.
Mm-hmm.
Like after every milestone, I feel like we go through this assessment. It's like, okay, was it good milestone? Like, what can we do to better it? It's like you're always looking for the better in a situation after I get something great.
Mm-hmm.
And I wonder, is that like a bad situation in a default way? Because why can't you just bask in that milestone, that enjoy that moment,
Mm-hmm.
you know, instead of like always looking for the next best thing, instead of just like coasting.
That's a good point. I think for me though, it's just the type of person I am. I'm always like looking for like what's next, like where are we growing to, what is the, I don't know, I don't know if I'm just, that's my personality, to coast in it, which is may or may not be a good thing, but I definitely believe that I'm always trying to see like how we can grow, how we can do more,
Mm.
um, do better, be better, have more. Like, I don't know, but again, that could be looked upon as negative. Like you said, maybe I should just like enjoy the moment.
No, I'm just speaking from a general aspect. Like, for instance, you buy a house and it's like, oh, it's a beautiful house, it's a nice house. You're like, okay, when's the next house coming? Or is it, can we get a bigger house? Or can we get something with more land? It'd be like, you just, I'm using that as an analogy. You think like, dang, like, can we just enjoy this house?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so I wonder, like, do we put those pressures on ourselves,
right,
and on our marriage because of like our personalities, or wanting something better all the time?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not saying don't dream and don't go for it, but it's like, when do you get the balance part of the situation? Like, when is it balanced?
When is it enough?
Yeah, that's right. I'm not asking for an answer. I'm just.
I don't have an answer, so I wasn't really trying. I was really just like, what are you thinking? Like, when is it enough? I don't know. I think that what I will say is, I don't know if it will ever be enough, right? But what I do know is, I think it's important, regardless of even people like me who is like always looking for the next thing. I don't know if basking in it is exactly where I live, but I do try to be thankful, through the process. Like, it's because there's things that are priceless, like the fact that we're healthy, like in body, and like the fact that our children are healthy, the fact that we have food to eat, the fact that we can provide somewhere to live for our family. So there's things that I definitely try to, like, when I feel myself getting overwhelmed or like wondering what the next thing is, I do try to sometimes stop and just be thankful, like, for what we do have, that there is no price on.
Okay.
And I feel like that is for sure important. But and so that is something that I know I definitely try to do. However, I think, like, just back, kind of bringing it back to the topic, like, I feel like in that is where I find this really, like, interesting place that I live right now, which is right in the middle of, like, we are doing better, but we are also in this kind of tumultuous space where it's, like, I don't know, I feel like you and I are just, we're in a shift.
Where it's for better or for worse.
Like, we're in it, and it's a lot of like really, really high highs, and then there's some like almost to the bottom lows that that are
extreme lows. I get it.
Well, there, I think we're just in this shift, and within this shift there's this just like turbulence that's happening, and I think trying to find our way through that is where it's gonna bring us to the next thing. So
it will.
So yeah, y'all, listen to the whole conversation on wherever you stream at, Spotify,
YouTube,
Apple,
IG, wherever you
this
see.
is YouTube, but wherever you're at, listen to the whole conversation because it's gonna be something this year, and we just want to share it with you.
Yeah, season 4.
We here, y'all. Bye.
Peace.